Well, I'd like to talk about my life. I had rather hard school days, but I didn't notice it. I just absorbed myself in myself. I went bicycling most of the time, and I studied music by myself, and I passed exams. I failed nearly all exams at school because I didn't go to school because of the attitude of everyone towards me. So, anyway, I am a person who takes everything in a positive way. I am very good at interpreting insults as compliments, and I sort of remember the thing 10 years later and remember it and say that was an insult. It wasn't a compliment at all. It was an insult. Oh well. I wait for the right moment when it doesn't hurt me anymore. Because that insult might have hurt me at the moment that I received it. So I work like that. And I don't notice people pulling my legs at all. I just pull their legs instinctively back. That's how I operate. In fact, I take advantage of them pulling my legs because if, for example, I have pretty girls pulling my legs, then I just chat with them and allow them to pull my legs, and I pull their legs back. And once a girl said to me, my friend is pulling your legs, don't you notice it? I said, of course I notice it. Of course I notice it. But I don't care. I have fun out of every situation. I am talented in this way. Everyone around me pulls my legs. Everyone around me tries to sort of poison everything that they give me. I receive poisoned presents. You know, the old mobile phone that doesn't work, it's totally broken. The large computer that clutters my room up totally and it doesn't work at all. And these are poisonous presents because they're actually offences to you. You know, the Italians have a saying that you don't look in the horse's mouth when it's a gift horse. Well, I have another saying is that you, before giving a horse, check that it has good teeth. You know, you never give anything that is not good. I gave someone a telephone once and it was brand new and perfectly working with its protective bag and everything and its guarantee and everything. And I would never give anything that wasn't working or broken like that. I pride myself on my behaviour, even though everyone is absolutely awful to me. I will pride myself on the fact that I'm absolutely decent to them. Absolutely decent to other people I am. And this pride in my own behaviour gives me the impetus to go ahead. I will never become an indecent person. I will always be the only decent person around. So the other people can be as perverted and evil as they want. But Julian Abbott will always remain a decent person. And that is how I live. And anyway, about 17 years ago, I refused the last good job that I was offered because I had visions and a God who calls himself God James Elise started to educate me, and these lessons that I had from him, this education, which was more or less the real education, that means bringing out from your interior knowledge, that which you know already but you haven't got in your head, bringing up into your head from your soul that which you know, that which you sense from the universe, and installing it in your head. And that's what he did very, very carefully and with very much astuteness. And these lessons continued for 10 years. And they were very hard. I also got tortured by him to strengthen me, a tremendous psychological torture. He did it always when other people were being very mean to me, so that I wouldn't notice their meanness. I only noticed the way he was being astonishingly cruel to me. I didn't notice the other people around me being mean to me at all, because the astonishing cruelty of George James Elise was so unbelievable that everything else didn't count at all. So that was a win for nature, because the evil people didn't manage to make any impression on me at all. And then I sort of came out of this education phase and I started to write. And I managed to correctly order everything that I'd learned and write it down and write a huge book. The trouble is that this book is so scandalous, it can't be published. But I have given it to people who are responsible, like authors, and like not authors, but editors and publishers. You know, I don't ever give it to normal people. They wouldn't understand it anyway. I mean, the editors and publishers don't understand it. So it's like that. It's available in two versions, one without photos and one with photos. The one with photos has scandalous photos, but the scandal of the photos is nothing compared to the scandal of the words. So I made it like that so people would be confused, you know. I like to play games like that. They think they're looking at a book with scandalous photos in it, but underneath is the words, which are an enormous quantity, which contain the most hideously scandalous details and many truths which important people don't want to be known. And anyway, I also spend a lot of time writing on Facebook. I once had more than 400 friends on there, and I eliminated them all in one afternoon and left myself without any friends at all. Facebook responded by putting a couple of friends on, and one was just a Facebook worker, and I got rid of him by, well, the truth is I would have accepted him if he had ever applied to anything I had said to him, but he never did. So I eventually said, look, why are you on my friends list? why are you not on my unwanted junk list? So after that he left my friends list. And I also I also deleted several very rich and famous people and announced it on my profile on the home page before doing it, because I have a moral in my life. When living amongst evil people, all people are the same. You see, I've lived in a place where everyone was criminals. They were all robbers or murderers, or in one case, in fact my best friend there was an ex-terrorist for the Sicilian separatist organization, and he had attempted to kill a politician, and he did this together with his brother, and his brother was unfortunately killed. And I found him the nicest person of all. He had a terrible addiction to gambling, but he managed to find money. He had a very rich family, because actually he was sort of the black sheep of the family, because often the person who has principles is the black sheep. The rest were just mafia group, and they ran red lights, huge red lights, nightclubs, etc. And they made a lot of money, so he would be able to get money from them and from other doing little jobs which we won't mention. And I find that everyone is equal on this planet. I don't make any discriminations between anybody and anyone else. So I have treated ambassadors when I was working in hotels, luxury 5-star hotels, in the same manner as I treated the cooks in the kitchen. I had exactly the same attitude towards them. And I nearly provoked the Third World War once, when there was the Libyan ambassador together with the American ambassador. So I'm like that basically, that's me. And that's the sort of person I am, because bad people for me are all the same. There's another world, or the zillions of worlds, where good people exist. And of course that's different. In a good society, the people who are in command, in high places, are actually more talented and more astute and more honourable than the people at the lower levels. And of course it's never permitted to have a poor minority. You cannot have a poor minority. There has to be the basic caste, which has to be at least 80% of the people. And then the richer people just account for the remaining 20%. The very rich people can't be more than 1 in 1,000 of the population. So that's how things work. Well, that's introducing myself and my ideas in general.